welcome on the channel. I'm Mike, and this channel is here to help you with your English class, whatever if you're teaching ELA or ESL, offline or online. Warm up. Phonics game for your class, and it's right now. 3 stars, team 2, winner! We need to control. Happy Halloween. Day night 9 p.m. Well, it's Sunday night here in China where I am, but today we're gonna have some my co-hosts with me. There are in different countries, so it's not always 9 p.m. for everyone. But here, Mike's home ESL is 9 p.m. Thank you very much for being here today. We're gonna be talking about the rewarding method, a very important method that maybe some of you're gonna let me know if you think that we should use it or not. So just leave your questions, whatever you want to ask today. Very welcome. I get a PPT that we're gonna be using later on, and then so let's welcome our guests. And today he's not new on the live stream. His name is Lodi. You've seen it. Seen him on the thumb maybe, and he has been a couple of times on the ESL live stream. He's a great teacher. He is part of Mike's Home ESL WeChat group. He is part of the team of Mike's Home ESL as well. Thank you very much. Here we go, and welcome Lodi.
Hey, Mike. Thank you very much for having me on this live. I really appreciate it, and I hope we can have a good time and we can uh, s- learn more about the rewarding system and how we can improve, and maybe find some ways where we are lacking and see if we can improve on that, and just make ESL a better place for everyone.
Thank you very much, Lodi, for being in here. It's always a great pleasure to have you. And Lodi is someone that just likes Stu, that I really trust. And, when I invite them on the live stream, they're always like, yeah, no problem. I can make it. So, talking about Stu, let's welcome Stuart Stefan.
Hey, what an intro as always, Mike. Good seeing you, Lodi, mate.
Yeah, good to see you too, man.
Yeah, it's been a long time. I'm super excited as well about doing this live stream reward
Yeah,
systems because we've been doing quite a bit of classroom management over the last couple of weeks. It's been a fantastic series of
yeah,
lives and everything, and we kind of stumbled across something a little bit by accident last week about
Exactly.
reward systems. Yeah, what they, and we thought, yeah, we can go deeper down a rabbit hole for reward systems. So super looking forward to this.
That's awesome. Great. Thank you
yeah.
guys for being here. Before we start, I wanted to do a little announcement because, now we start to do more webinars on Mike's Home ESL. And very soon we're going to have a webinar, which is going to be a really awesome one, a very different from the first one. I hope it's good. The sound is going to work for this time, but this webinar is going to be for teachers who want to be maybe independent. They don't want to work in a school. Maybe you want to work for yourself, and there's an awesome platform called Koala Go. It's been in here quite long, but now their platform is getting stronger and stronger. It's really another way to teach online, because when you teach online, you only have that much space, right? So it's not always easy to get kids engaged. And of course, I'm gonna show you a little bit about this platform, which is quite awesome. Let me see. Yes, I'm gonna share my screen because I should be good. Can you see? No. All right. Here we go.
Looking forward to seeing this. Looking forward to what you've got
Get
up your
me,
sleeve, Mike.
man. No, today
Teaching
my
here.
my connection is terrible today. Can you see it?
Yep.
Yeah.
I can't hear anything though, Mike, if that helps. Well, Mike, just while you play around with the settings there, online teaching is it's going to be the future. In 100 years' time, most of us, most of the English teachers are going to be teaching online in some format. Technology is really the way it's going, and lots of English teachers, they either teach online as a side gig or as their main gig, or they're in often cases their only gig. And teaching online, anyone who's watching this live, if you have taught online or you teach online, getting rapport with students and doing the things that you can normally do in the classroom, moving around. You can't do that. So you have to engage your learner in different ways. And this is one of the biggest challenges for online English teachers is engagement. How do we engage online learners? So with something like Koala Go, it gives you that platform to increase engagement, which in turn will lead to better language learning outcomes. And it's easier for you, more fun for you too as a teacher. So things like Koala Go makes teaching much easier, and it makes learning language much more enjoyable.
You said it all. That's far better than a video. Thank you so much, too. Yeah, and then we get it's Fabricio Recalde, 8 a.m. from Ecuador. Well, bienvenido en la casa de Mike. All right, thank you so much, guys. Right, so I'm gonna put the little PPT on. We're not gonna bother you too much. If you got questions, don't forget to ask your questions about what we're gonna be talking about. The PPT is gonna be coming up. Don't worry, it's gonna come today. Okay. All right, so yes, classroom rewards. Lodi, do you use what kind of rewards do you use in your class, if you have some?
Yeah, in my classroom, yeah, actually, like the high five is like the very common one that we use, like to motivate the students, and especially if you like put that little bit that at the end of the high five, it does the magic. I mean, the students are really looking forward to that high five when you can just
Yeah, can
give
you
your teacher a high
remind?
five, and then the teachers go like, that was so hard.
Can
Is it okay? Can you hear
you?
me?
Yeah, no problem,
Yeah.
no problem,
So like this
no
is like
problem.
the one method that we use the high five, and then we have like the stickers. We can give the students stickers, and for kindergarten students, it's actually really interesting. For kindergarten students, what the teacher would do, and I have seen like my supporting teachers over there in the kindergarten, they would give like a really small piece of cookie to one of the students who's really performing well, and then the other students would go like, wait a minute, why is that student getting a cookie? Why am I not getting a cookie? I also want a cookie. So then they would also like start participating in the class. I mean, the cookie does the magic in kindergarten, but of course the cookie won't do the magic if you're in the middle school or in the high school. So like it depends. Like every class, there should be a separate kind of rewards, and you can't just use the same reward for a different type of age group. So it has to be like really balanced. And the I think the most important thing is to actually keep it balanced, because way too many rewards, it actually defeats the purpose. Because when you give too many rewards, it becomes like it becomes a norm. I mean, they're not really looking forward to it. It's I
That's
see it
true.
every day. Oh, this is okay. That student also got it. The other student also got this award. So what's special about it? And I actually messed up once. There was this one class that it was a really nice class. Everyone was like really attentive in the class, and I was using the rewards. It went pretty well, but man, I used a bit way too many rewards, and I messed it up. And because after too many rewards, the magic was gone. I mean, it wouldn't. You really need to keep it balanced. So that's my take on rewards.
That's true. Exactly. Thank you. Yeah, that's great, Lodi. And then, yes, we're going to see a little bit. We got to remind ourselves what does reward means, right? So it's, kids, we
Yeah.
reward kids because they, like adults, like us, whatever it's adults or children, you know, everybody wants to have something that is given when wanted result are made by students because of achievement, high marks, or good behaviors. So yeah, that's what rewarding means. But what I wanted to say, yeah, you're gonna have that question. And what is this question? Is it gonna be like, should teachers even use rewards in the classroom? I don't know what you guys in the
Yes, but
chat.
not too much.
What do you guys
Yeah,
think
let's see like what
in the
the teachers are
comments?
thinking in the chat.
Yeah. Let all of you, can you tell us a little bit? I know you might be a little bit shy talking today into the chat, but we're teachers, you're not in front of a class, it's all fine. So yeah, should teachers even use rewards in the classroom? I had a teacher who was telling me, but I don't I I'm not much on using rewards. Why? Because I try to give interesting lessons more than looking for a rewarding method. So
Mm.
that's the way he's he see things, he think about that, the way giving a good class, interesting class. I mean, activities with tempos and all stuff. So the teachers say, "Yeah, no, me rewarding not much. I don't like rewarding much."
Mm. Well, you get there are some
I mean, just giving them this activity. I mean, yeah,
yeah, I mean, there are some
yeah. So you go
types
ahead.
of there are some types of schools that don't reward it. It's against policy. Montessori. My wife is a Montessori practitioner. She's been doing Montessori for nearly 10 years, and in Montessori, they it's against the ethos of the school. And, Montessori, like from the age of two to six predominantly, and upwards. You've got other types of Montessori as well, but it's in the training. Don't have reward system. Don't praise. I think that's wrong. I think that children enjoy praise. They need praise, and they get motivated by praise. But like Lodi said earlier, it's very important.
Okay,
Too
so
much,
taking
defies the
yeah,
point. Yeah, but yeah, there are many different types of awards. You might have had Mike. You might have had that teacher that you said, "I don't. My teaching is rewarding enough." Um, that's fine, but I think that there's room for praise and for saying well done. Even with the most amazing, interesting tasks, which are very motivating, you can add praise on top of that, and that's part of your reward system.
Exactly. Thank you very much. Yeah. So, of course, for three of us, it's a big yes, right? Why? Because everyone, adults
yeah,
or children, they're seeking for validation for their efforts, right? Often we reward
yeah,
students and without even knowing it. Yeah, it might be a big thumb that you give to the kid. That's a reward for him. A smile is even
yeah,
a reward to him. So rewards celebrate success, right? Like Lodi was saying earlier, giving a high
yeah,
five is very important, right? And then it's just to tell us you did a good job, right? And keep the kids, like Stu was
yeah,
saying, keep the kids motivated and keep on doing it, pretty much.
Yeah, that's it. Just keep that motivation cycle.
yeah.
There's
Even
there's a researcher called Dornier, who's done lots of research on multiple age groups on motivation and how motivation um, increases language acquisition. and the benefits of motivation within the classroom, Dornier. And yeah, it's proven. It's been thoroughly researched, and it is beyond question that reward systems and motivation are beneficial in the classroom, and we should be using them.
That's true. Exactly. So we're gonna, of
Yeah,
course,
even I would like to add, like, kids are really perceptive. Kids are really perceptive. I mean, even your smallest action or smallest reward is gonna put an impact on not just that student who's receiving the reward, but also like all the other students who are watching him receiving that reward. So, like, to give you an example, there was this one time in my class when I praised this one girl who was like instantly answering all the questions. And then when I really praised that girl, there was this boy who was sitting in the front who was also answering the question, but not as fast as she was. And just because I didn't praise this boy and I praised the other girl more, the boy got really, really sad and he started crying. And I was like, man, okay, actually, he actually did a good job. But because I just gave her a little bit of extra praise, just a little bit of extra praise, and the other boy was like, well, man, why? Why is she getting more praise than me? Because just even like the slightest bit of difference that you can add in your rewarding methods, every other children is going to notice. Even the size of the star, if you give like a star on a whole notebook and the other star is just like a little bit smaller, the other student is going to feel like, okay, maybe I didn't do a really good job. Maybe the other student got this a little bit bigger star than me. Why is this other student getting this bigger star? So it really matters how you're rewarding your students. You have to be like equal. You have to like see, like, you don't want to exceed a certain point, and you don't want to like go below a certain point. So you have to like keep it equal as well. That is also really important, and like in my point of view, what I've seen during all these years giving classes.
exactly, yes. Kids are always like they like that competition.
Yeah.
We get a good here a good question from Fat Pigeon. Welcome back. Thank you. You've been here last year. I remember because I remember your name. That's a name easy to remember. According to my own experience, rewards should be systemized, at least to an extent. That's pretty much true. And then, yes, this is a good point. We're going to come back to this point. You're going to go on with tips when you reward your students. Like it can be also a problem to reward. Like you say, you got to be careful the way to reward. And so here are some tips when you reward your students. You got to let your students choose their rewards. If they can choose, you can let them choose a couple of different candies. Maybe it's a food reward, or you get different kind of reward. Choose rewarding method according to their age. Of course, it's very important. High
Yeah.
school students, they like candies, but it's not much of a reward for them. uh, do not
Yeah,
use
of course.
enough. Like you were saying, you cannot use them all the time. And yeah, you can set
Yeah.
up your rewarding according to the situation. You don't need to reward every class, right? It all depends, right? Especially me
Yeah.
for high school, rewarding is going to be used in another way than I would use it for primary school.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, go on,
so
Lodi. Do
here,
you wanna? Hey, Lodi, did you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. So, do you have any kind of experiences about when you tried to give a reward to like students that were, like you said, like you rewarding a bit too much? What kind of happens when that happened? And have you ever kind of rewarded students that are kind of maybe a bit too old or anything? And what happened then?
No, it actually happens like when you're rewarding too much. Is like, for example, just take high five for an example. If I'm teaching like students in a kindergarten, I'm giving the high five when they do a good job. But if I'm giving the high five way too much, the high five loses its magic. It's not going to reward
Mm,
them as much as they would feel that motivation or that praise, like they would if it was scarcely used. So like scarcely is golden, the golden way to go. You can't use it way too much. I use the high five way too much, and for that particular class, the high five was no longer was no longer a
yeah.
reward anymore. So because I use it way too much, it lost its magic. The reward is only going to be a reward when it's in scarce amount. If you use it too much, it's not going to work anymore. The same goes with the stickers, or the same goes with the cookies. Like the example I gave you in like the very first class in kindergarten, they're really small kids, really small. I mean, the cookie is gonna do a magic. Like one
Mm,
student, if one student is gonna get the cookie, other student is gonna see, okay, this student gets the cookie because he was listening to the teacher, he was following the teacher. So now we are also gonna follow the teacher. Then you don't have to give the cookie to all the other students. I mean, because they felt that if they do this, they're gonna get the cookie. If you give them the cookie, they will be satisfied. They're no longer gonna listen to you afterwards. So you have to keep it and keep the students motivated and let the students feel that, okay, if they do a good job, they will get the reward. Even if they don't get the reward, it's
yeah.
okay, because the next day you can
Keep it
use
special.
that reward again. Yeah, you can keep that special because they know that only the special student is going to get that award, the one who's really following the teacher, the one who's really doing all of those activities along with the teacher. Then they're going to be very like super attentive during the class because they're waiting for that award.
Mm.
If that award is just pouring in, like every other student is going to get the cookie, no one's going to look forward to that
Mm.
cookie reward, and no one's going to keep that
That's the
attention.
thing. Like when you bring in your reward system, no matter what it is, it could be cookies, stars, stickers on the
Yeah,
backhand, high fives.
yeah,
Um, we have to, as teachers, decide what are we doing this for? What is the reason that we're doing this for? And that comes first.
yeah.
What is the reason? So yeah, here
Yeah,
are some great examples I can
because
see about different things that we
yeah,
can do.
Exactly.
yeah. The
You
reason is not
can.
to give them the reward. The reason is to make them attentive, to make them listen to your class. That's the main goal, because you want them to listen, you want them to follow, so that they can memorize, and then they can get that point that you wanting to go across. But if your goal is to just give them cookies, they're gonna get the cookies, but it won't be that award. It won't be that like it won't be giving them
True.
the push to move forward and follow your lectures.
Exactly. Let's go to see some examples because I can see some people wants to know a little bit more of. So we're going to see different rewarding examples. We can talk about these ones that are very nice. Not always, it's most teachers, ESL teachers use rewards like candies, cookies. It's all about food. We're going to put this aside because it's the easy way. And then we're going to talk more about which is more something that is more important for the student. Rewarding is, of course, important. You can reward in different ways. Kids can individually. That means that you reward only one student, right? You can choose a game during the
Yeah,
recess. You can let him choose a game. You can help another students with an assignment, right? This is things that kids will feel proud of it, and it's a reward to them to help others, give them that opportunity to, read to younger students, right? Line leaders, sit by friends, right? All the examples that you can see in here, let them do something that is meaningful for them, right? They'll always sit in the back in the class, and then one day, because you've been studying very well, you've been listening to the class, the teacher give me responsibilities, and this is very important for the kids to as well. uh, you know he's gonna go up and up and up, right? Can watch fun videos. So this is more
yeah,
for individual students, individual reward that is quite interesting. I'm going to go a little bit faster, then we can come back and talk about all these different. So you have, of course, the whole class. That's what we use mostly ESL teachers in China, because we have a great number of kids, and it's quite difficult to to control them. So we use rewarding to control, but rewarding is not only used to control kids. Um, Here we can see the whole class, how to reward them. We can give extra time to play their favorite sports, extra playground time, dance your favorite music in the classroom, right? Afternoon movie, lunch in the classroom, dress up days, set up a party. Why not? Reward the whole classroom is also very, very important. They got to understand that they are here to help each other. They work as a
Mm.
family. They work as a family to learn. If the students can't learn, we're going to help him.
Absolutely, there are other ways other than stars. That it goes beyond that, and what you can do, you can talking about help there, Mike. What you can do is you can combine um, classroom routines along with reward systems, because classroom routines are super important. You know, they're the cornerstone really of good teaching and good classroom
Exactly.
management. And you can reward students. Okay, right. You've been really good today. Next week you're going to be the person that wipes off the whiteboard when I need. You've been really good too. Your job next week, you're going to be picking up all of the pencils, and this isn't like a chore. This is seen as something to be proud of. So you can combine reward systems with classroom management to build rapport and that all important classroom community.
Exactly. And we have also some important uh, reward side that you can reward with the parents, right? I mean, which the parents are involved, right? For example, good behavior letter sent home. You know, it happens, especially in high school. You always have those kind of forms that will be sent to the parents to say, hey, your kids have been doing really bad and all stuff. But, you also have forms where where you praise the kid, right? That's what our at school many our coordinators or administrator always remind us. You can use this paper to praise your student. They're not only here to be, you know, shouted. And then yeah, call your parents for a good phone call. Yeah, you see that good, because mostly when
That's
a
the
teacher
Yeah.
when you see the teacher's phone number on your phone, yeah, I'm a parent too, so you're gonna say, oh, what's wrong?
What's happened?
you know you always, when you see the teacher's phone number appearing, is you think it's something bad, not something good. And that's a good way as well to reward this kid, right? And
Mm.
say, hey, he's been doing good, I'm giving you a phone call to tell you that, right?
There's also been research, Mike,
Yeah.
on the influence of getting parents involved. Teachers that get the parents involved by there's many ways of getting the parents involved, like messaging them, firing over a quick email, keeping them in the loop. And parents that feel
Yeah,
involved like that, they're gonna, and you tell one set of parents, the student was absolutely great today in class, really making hard efforts, improving, week by week. That will get fed back to the child in the home, and that child's going to feel like $1 million, going to come into class and is going to repeat that behavior that got that reward. And it goes in the cycle the whole way through. And they're getting support from the parent, they're getting support from the teacher, they're getting support from the school. And this intrinsically will have so much motivation benefits on that student. And you will see a repeat of the behavior that led to that email in the first place. And on the other side of things, if letters are going back to the child, oh, the student misbehaved today, was shouting in the corridor, wearing trainers again for class, this will have the same effect but negatively. So let's praise good behavior rather than punish bad behavior. And again, this is another reward system.
Exactly. That's true. And yes,
It's so true.
yeah. And you can, yeah, what we were talking about, like rewarding example materials. You can reward them with materials, give them gifts, right? Stickers, certificate, school supplies. Why not? Tokens for larger reward, prize box, and bookmark. So this is what we usually use. But you got to avoid, you got to not avoid, but you got to be careful when you reward. You got to encourage good behavior, just like what Stu was saying, but don't exclude struggling students from rewards, right? Don't, and as well, don't penalize students based on others' actions, right? So this is something that we got to look at as well. As Stu just saying, like we got to praise good behavior. Uh, he's doing well. Maybe it's the kids used to be a very naughty one, and he's trying to change. Some kids, they're naughty. They don't even know it's their nature, especially for elementary school. So you get to praise them, right?
It goes a long way. Praise goes so far, that your students will really feel
Yeah.
great, go away happy, return happier, and learn more language and enjoy your lessons.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And let me see ahead. Yeah, if you get question, you might be like me, a teacher teaching in high school, and it's very interesting. I've been trying to use a rewarding method, which was based on gamifying classroom, right? I tried this, and to get them engaged, I'm teaching them French, and it's really difficult. Last time we talked to this kind of rewarding method with Stu. That's why we come up with today's live about rewarding, because it's also something very important to know about different ways to reward. It's not always the candy, the cookie. The food rewarding is
Yeah.
too easy. It's something that every teachers can
Yeah.
do. And then so here in high school, I guess Stu knows that. We have different ways to different way to mark students, and these marks have different weighting. So different weight. So for example, you can see here for my class, I got formative assessment, which is quizzes, classroom behavior, participation. So what I do with that, I give them a 500 XP experience, right? Uh, and the list goes on with summative coursework and all stuff. They get those XP points, which means experience, right? And then with these points, they get different levels. When they reach 10,000 XP, they're gonna elevate into the level. I'm gonna, if I can, because I always been talking about that leaderboard. I'm gonna give you what is it called? The link of this board. It's called Keep the Score. Remember that. You can try to remember. I'm gonna put it into the description down below. If you are looking for a leaderboard, this is something very very useful, especially if you are teaching high school. You can even use it for lower grades. They're gonna love it, I'm sure. So it's called keepthescore.com. You can try to check that out. It's really interesting. I'm gonna try to show you this with sharing my screen, and you might see it. So when you were in high, you had high school students, right, Stu?
Yeah, I for my last position in China, I was working at a bilingual school. It was like primary, and it went up to middle years. So reward systems could again be put into there. And one important point about assessment for motivation. Again, there's been lots of research done on this, and what the research found was students can be motivated through assessment, but only high achievers are really motivated. And if you're a lower achiever, you probably won't be motivated at all by assessment, especially summative assessment and testing. So, for example, you might say if you get 90% or above in this test, you're going to get some kind of reward. That is not motivating to ones who regularly never get 90%. Their anxiety will build and it will have the opposite effect. But what you can have there, Mike, which I just saw, is like if you complete this task, if you complete this work, then you get your XP points. And that is very, very motivating, because whether or not you complete the task perfectly and get a high grade, or your language proficiency is slightly lower, you struggle on the task, but you complete it, you also get the reward. And so you aren't rewarded on how good your task is, you're rewarded by whether or not you completed the task. So in that way, you can differentiate. Yeah. So that's my main point. If you're using exams to motivate, as quite often is done in China, whether rightly or wrongly, it will only motivate the highest achievers. The lower achievers will not be motivated.
True. So here you can see that leaderboard. It's very interesting, very nice leaderboard. You can go on this page. What you can do here, you get all the students. You can even give them. You can go. I just click on this students Liu Tong, and then you can add her level. She's gonna be level 1 maybe. So you can just add level 1. You can change the color. Um, you can delete players or add players. You can change as well the background. I mean, it's little things that are really
Yeah, because
very important
for lower
for
achievers, it's
students.
always a burden to study for the exams.
Absolutely.
I can change to, for example, is going to be what is it? Is going to be Halloween, right? And then if you change to Halloween, you save, and it is going to be, if it comes one day, it's going to be a nice leaderboard about Halloween. Not this one, but yeah, they have tons of stuff that are really nice, uh, really beautiful pictures, and then you can. Oh, you're gonna love that. Stu, you're gonna love that
Yeah,
one.
that's absolutely great. And perhaps even the student which gets the most XP points for that week, then they can choose the background for the following week. It's another reward for trying well, right?
Exactly,
They can design it
exactly,
how they would like it.
exactly. So you can see here, I get like 24 students,
Is
but it
it
doesn't matter the
it like you
number of
download?
students you get. No, you don't need to download it. It's just it's online. You don't. Oh, you can download. Yeah.
Yeah,
If, for example, you see this is the Halloween. It's quite pretty nice. And then you can see here you get the button publish. You click on that button. You get share the link public, so you can share the link. I can share the link to all of you. Yeah, and then
yeah.
you can even download the board as an image or CSV. CSV is going to be numbers, is going to be Excels, Excel file where you can keep the scores for each week right away, which is awesome. So you
Mm.
can download the board, and it looks like exactly the same. It looks like exactly the
That's a
background
really
of
good management system actually there, Mike. Because what you can
yeah,
actually do for this, I'm guessing as well, is you can keep score for different types of assessment tasks. So let's say in your first semester, for example, you're learning about this topic. You could then export that, like you say, as a CSV file, uh, and keep the data on your computer, so you can see continuous. You've got data for
Yeah.
continuous assessment, and then share that. Well, not openly share it, but you one by one with parents, you can let them know based on data how how their
Publish.
child is doing. Mm.
Yeah.
true. So that's another interesting one.
Mhm.
So here you can go and use it. You get the
So, no,
free
would
plan.
this work in China?
Sorry, uh, I'm not sure because
Yes,
we get
that image would work.
we use it works, huh? Yeah, I think is nothing. It should be working in China because we don't, you know, it's not like news or stuff. And then we get Pavel saying, "What a great and amazing online
Yeah.
scoreboard! I suddenly use it for primary school kid. Yeah, they're gonna love it. They're gonna love it because they pay attention on this, and I'm gonna try. We'll see. You know, till it works. With kids, something that they're gonna like. They're gonna play it so much that it's gonna be boring at the end. So, like if you do the same warm up every time, like you do the same class every time, it's gonna be boring. So I don't use this rewarding. Maybe what I do is I use it when I teach them something new and I want their attention. And when it's a very important part, when they have to practice oral and all stuff, you put this on, and believe me, they're gonna work for it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
That looks a great resource, Mike. I'll be bookmarking that.
yeah, you get a free plan, and after per month, forgot how much is that, but I've been watching it. I've been checking that website, and it's getting better and better. So I say, yeah, all right, we're gonna try this in the class, and it
That's it.
works
And I
fine.
mean, if you can introduce that to your school and show that it has benefits and it's working, maybe your school can give you a budget for that additional, for the upgraded plan, perhaps.
Yeah, it's true. Like we do with like they do with Padlet, Kahoot, or all other stuff that are very
Mm,
useful for teachers.
that's right.
Mhm.
That's right.
All right.
Another good one is Classroom Dojo, which I used at my old school. You can put in all of the students there. You can keep track of points. You can kind of put students into different groups, move things around. Students save up their XP points to purchase a new avatar or things like that. It's got tons of stuff and more, and you can use it also to communicate with parents too. So that's another good one.
Is it Classroom Dojo or
Pretty.
Class Dojo?
It sounds like it could be Class Dojo actually.
Yeah, because that's what I see him checking it. It's like a green. I don't know what kind of ghost.
Yeah, yeah. It's Class Dojo.
uh, yeah, Class Dojo. That's the one where classroom becomes communities.
That's
Yes,
it. So yeah. So check that out as well.
great. We're gonna go and check that out. Thank you so much. Thanks, guys. I think if Thank you so much, everyone. Not much questions, huh, today? Yeah, I think Fat Pigeon was saying, mm, if there aren't clear rules to reward kids, start trying to rig the system. And without rules, they will achieve it. Okay, right. Hey, what's up
Yeah.
with Lodi?
Yeah, I think what it's meant there is that you need to have a system in place for how you reward. Like literally anything in the classroom, you've got so many different routines that you should have, different rules that you should have, and how you give rewards and when you give them and why you give them. That should all be tightly controlled and thought about. And at the end of your class, if you've tried a reward system, reflect back onto it. Get back into the office, make yourself a cup of coffee, just relax. Right, did that work? Why did I have a reward system in place? Is that working for me? Is that working for the students? And reflect back. And maybe actually it didn't work very well. And if that's the case, reflect a bit more. Why didn't it work? What do I need to change? What happened? And through reflection on your reward system, you can improve it and get it working right. And then once it's working right, go with it.
Yeah. Rewards are really, really, really important. Oh, let me. Yes, communications in China is really a problem. I think it's better for you too, huh? Since you're back in London, it
Yeah,
sounds
it seems to be, doesn't it? Yeah.
not that much people back there, huh?
Yeah.
It's just not like in
Yeah.
China. Oh man,
Not everyone's trying to use the internet at the same time.
yeah. Oh man. So here, what we're gonna do now is a little giveaway for the 14 people that are here. Um, so let's check that out here. It, we're gonna do a giveaway. You just have to put dash ESL, and then you will be able to participate to that giveaway, like I did just now. Dash, you just write dash. I'm gonna put okay. Here we go. Our Lodi is back.
Right,
Hey
I
man.
want to play this. I want to play this as well, but I think you've got a machine that will randomly pick the ones that did it. So I don't
Yeah.
want to win it back to them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the first time we tried this, I was picked. You remember that?
Yeah.
Everything happened in here, you know? Oh man. Hello, Mr. Mike. I'm interesting to work.
Yeah.
What he was saying? What she was saying? All
I
right.
think I think she'd like to be a TA in your class.
Long. Okay. Well, thank you very much for being here. Interesting to work assistant to your school, but we don't have assistant. Well, as I'm a high school teacher, we don't have assistant to translate or do anything. I have my own classes. It's high school, so I teach 2 periods. I get my own classroom is different from China, and I mean it's on the uh, Western style mostly. So
We got a
yes,
good
guys, you can.
we got a
Yeah,
good question there. We got a good question there, Mike, from Kristen. Or Christopher Kristen, I think.
yeah,
Hi.
Yeah.
Could you give some rewards advice for online classes? Now that is tougher. This is what I was saying earlier. It's totally a different realm. The things you can do in the classroom and the things you can do online are quite different. And that's another example, like how to reward online students.
Exactly. Online students is how there's a good. Oh, yeah. I was talking about this platform, which is really awesome for rewarding students. You can go and check out. We're going to do a special webinar with this. We're going to take you in a 3D world where students are not only in front of a screen, but they are in a interactive environment. I'm just putting the what is it called, the link right here. It's This webinar is going to be on October 22nd, and is going to be will be here with Xavier, the owner of Koala Go. He's going to take us. We're going to have fun, believe me. We're going to have as well a giveaway this day. So if you want a good rewarding system for online teaching, believe me, Koala Go is the is a game changer. It's incredible how this platform is super interactive. You can go have fun. You go to their website. You can use uh, you can use that board. You're gonna have a whiteboard, like usual online teaching stuff, and then you're gonna see a little eye down here, and then you click on this eye, and you're gonna see your avatar, you know, with a parachute arriving on a platform, and you're gonna become like it's like if you play Minecraft. Minecraft is the Minecraft of ESL teachers. Of teaching English. We I'm not going to tell you more. I wanted to show you a video about it that I prepared, but it's not working very well with the internet. So forget about it. But yeah, uh, check that out. It's I think the website it's teach with uh, Koala, and then I think it should be .com. Teach with Koala, and then you can go and check that out. I think it should be the sound, but go for Koala Go. You're gonna find out right away if you want to know more about it. And welcome to participate to that webinar. For the early birds, you guys are very welcome. So yeah, I'm not gonna bother you more. Here we go for the giveaway dash ESL, like I did earlier. I'm gonna share my screen for a little bit to for all of you to see. Where's that webinar? Here, not webinar. What is it called? Giveaway. Here we go. Can you see that giveaway, guy? Can you see dash ESL?
Yeah, we've got like hashtag ESL.
Yeah, I mean, because I'm sharing my screen today.
Can't see it, Mike.
Oh, yeah, this is not okay. Let me see. And here we go. Hello. So you're gonna see the giveaway screen in a moment.
What we need is one of those old-fashioned, like a bag with the name in it, and you pull out the bag with the name on it.
Yeah,
it doesn't go wrong.
Yeah, you draw the card. Yeah, you draw the card.
This is where technology can trip you up unnecessarily. Get a bag,
exactly.
Pull the name out. Stu's the
winner. Big shout out. So everybody, you guys ready for the guys who wants ESL? So today was gonna be the price is gonna be Mike's Home ESL Flash game. No, it's not gonna be $100, but maybe for the webinar. I don't know. So yes, you guys can go for -esl.com, and I will send you the Flash game that you can use in your class to have fun with the kids. So here we go. Let's try. Who's gonna have that? Is gonna be Stu. Believe me.
Yeah, I keep seeing myself pop up. Hey,
oh, Pavel.
is your
Yeah.
pal.
Awesome. Great.
I thought it was the other teacher who had struggled how to say it.
Man. So congratulations to Pavel. So contact me on my my email address on LeFlo Pavel. Well, I know he's always in here. You can contact me as well on WeChat if you want, or here on this email address, so you can get me right away. What does he say? Oh, there's so much comment in here. Oh man, it's slow as hell. All right. Yes, well done. Yeah. Okay, cool. Thank you, everyone. We're going to stop here for today. Thank you very much, Pavel, for being here today in the live. LeFlow 7 at life.fr to contact me, and I will send you the game right away. Thank you, Pavel. All right. Thank you very much, Stu and Lodi, for being here today. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for
Was an
inviting us.
awesome one.
Like, I'm really sorry. Like, I mean, half of the time my internet was not even working, and I figured it out like after, like just right now, I'm figuring it out that I had two of those apps running in the background that allows us to use Google. That's why the internet connection was so slow.
Like Stu said, technologies. Nah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it will get you. Technology will get you.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, guys. So let's say goodbye to all of you. Thank you for watching, all of you for being in this live. We're going to say a big goodbye to all of you. Wish you, hope you like it. Give some likes. Don't forget to subscribe, of course. Go to Tefel Lemon YouTube channel and subscribe. He's got tons of tips over there. And Lodi, you can also go to his
Yeah.
YouTube channel. He's driving like crazy with his motorcycle, man. Oh. And he
Not that crazy.
yeah, man. I've been watching your videos. Damn, man. Wow, that was fast. That was fast. Yes. Thank you so much. That was a great pleasure to have you here. Hope to see you maybe next week for another good
Yeah,
fun.
definitely.
And
Definitely.
so, see you all. Thank you so much.
See you. Bye bye.
Bye. Bye,
See you
guys.
in the next one.
Bye, Stu.